And welcome to the NFTE Midwest Regional Youth Entrepreneurship Challenge. My name is Autumn Harmon. I am NFTE alumni from the class of 2022 and the first place winner of last year's regional challenge here in Chicago. Thank you. I am so glad to be here to MC today. Personally, I am so thankful for NFTE and all they do. I own Express Yourself Studios, a therapeutic dance studio that works with children, teens, and young adults to help heighten happiness and decrease depression. From NFTE Midwest, I have earned numerous awards such as Young Entrepreneur of the Year and second place Legacy WDB Marketing Young Entrepreneur of the Year. I am completely grateful for NFTE and NFTE staff. Let's give it up for them. We have an incredible program tonight with awards, celebrations, and competition. But to kick it all off, we've invited some very important entrepreneurs from right here in Chicago to share their journey and wisdom with us. Please welcome from Funky Town Brewery, Richard Bloomfield, Zach Day, and Gregory Williams.
How y'all doing? Happy to be here. Thank you for having us back. Still getting used to always speaking publicly. For the kids that are here, I want to let you all know, like, I've known these guys since high school. Let me give a quick introduction first. I'm Rich Bloomfield.
Zach Day. Greg Williams.
We're lifelong friends and also co-founders of Funky Town Brewery. And to y'all kids out here, since I've known these dudes since 4th and 7th grade, I just want to let y'all know what y'all doing is special. We definitely weren't thinking about starting any businesses in high school. It's still just hooping in the alley. That's it. I want to share some of our journey with you all so you know what you're getting into as you pursue your passions and your dreams. So in 2017, me and my boys, we decided that we wanted to do something for ourselves. We all went to Grambling State University and HBCU in Louisiana, graduated, we came back home, and we were doing the whole thing, you know, work your way up from entry-level jobs and mid-level, and hopefully you keep going up levels, not just get stuck. But in 2017, we really wanted to do something for ourselves. Like, Zach works with kids. He's a guidance counselor. Greg and I, we have business backgrounds, and it's just like, if we don't attempt to do something for ourselves, that's a failure, just not even trying. Like, so we've always been into beer, and it's interesting because, like, beer is not like it's not in the black space like that. It's kind of just like a chaser. And there's not a lot of people around us that are in that industry, but like we knew from our experiences with it, when we bring this around other people, other black people, other women, other Asians, other groups that are underserved by the craft beer industry, there was always like a genuine curiosity there. And with that, we knew that there was an opportunity for us. So 2017, we put our heads together and decided to start home brewing with the goal of going pro. We needed to start networking with people because breweries aren't in black neighborhoods and aren't necessarily, they're just not the places that we frequent. Started brewing, documenting everything we're doing, opened up a business bank account, putting $50 in there a month, whatever you can. You'll need the capital at some point in time. And in 2021, we were able to launch. We called it Funky Town Brewery. Our flagship beer is called Hip Hop Sonar and Brew. We were in the Chicago Tribune the day before we launched. We won a pitch competition in Santa Monica, California, 60 days later. And from then to now, a lot of it's a blur, But we're currently in over 500 Chicagoland locations, approaching 100 Milwaukee locations. I think we'll be entering Northern Indiana in July of this year. And this summer, all of us will be quitting our full-time jobs to go full-time Funky Town. With that said, it's a lot of work, and you all need to know what you're getting yourselves into. I think it's great that you're following your passions. A lot of you, I see a lot of like minority entrepreneurs out here, like make sure you chase things based on your dreams, your motivations, your aspirations. I know our environments out here in Chicago, we don't see everything that we have access to, but that doesn't mean that you can't create it for yourself. And with that, I don't want to take up all 10 minutes. I'll chime in later. But
So again, my name is Zach. I am the director of brewing operations for Funky Town Brewery. Like Rich said, my day job is a guidance counselor for 7th and 8th grade young boys within the CPS school system. So as I see those kids from 6th, 7th, 8th grade graduating into high school, when I look out into the crowd and when I see the videos and when I see the pitch competitions from last year, it really does warm my heart because I know that some of these kids will be from that program to which I serve those 7th and 8th grade boys. So to see you all out here doing something that's incredibly difficult. I don't want anyone to let you guys or tell you guys that what you are doing is easy. And the unfortunate but blessed thing about it is it doesn't get any easier from this point. So it's about that hard work. It's about that consistency. It's about stepping outside of what you're comfortable with in order to see what you're actually made of. We've done a lot of things and failed at it. Again, my background is criminal justice, so I've never was really good in science, right? So how am I sitting up here being a director of brewing operations? It's passion. It's being willing to dive into the work. It's being able to realize that you're going to be in a space where you know nothing about something, and everyone around you might know more information than you. But it's about being in that space and holding your head high and being confident in the work that you've already put in to be able to stand in that space 10 toes down. So I've had an outstanding privilege working with not only my childhood friends, but who I consider brothers. These guys were in my wedding. So hold dear to the people who you're around. It gives you great value and great insight. That steer you in the right direction. Because within high school and then on towards college as well, you're going to get different influences. And you're going to have people saying, oh, don't worry about that. Do that in the morning. But you have to be consistent in knowing that you're going to have some sacrificing to do. So that could be that party at 9:30 at night. That could be getting home at 7 o'clock p.m. versus 1 o'clock like your boys or your girls are doing. So just remember to put in that work, put in that hard work, and if you do, it'll show. You don't have to tell anybody. They'll just see it when you do it. So it's an honor and a privilege to be here to see you guys do this competition, and I'm eager to see what you guys have in store for us today.
It's crazy to come behind all of that, right? I just want to just say thank you to NFTE for having us here tonight and also being part of the competition last year. Thank you, Tiana and Scott, for having us. Last year, we actually worked with a team to get them. Actually, they were in the finals, and they're on their way to New York. So me and Rich took some time out of our day. You know, we have our daytime jobs as well as Funky Town. Took some time out, carved out some time, and just went through their slides and their pitch and just helped them pretty much we had like 5 times throughout like a month and a half. So for us, that was cool because with our knowledge and experience, we were able to work and give back, you know, to the community and to the kids. And that's what Funky Town is all about. We do brew beer, of course, but beer is a conversational starter. But at the end of the day, we like to work with non-for-profits and be that social impact and be that megaphone for people who are aware of those organizations from our industry and vice versa. So, yeah, that's one of the things we really appreciate and love to do. And we're going to continue to do that, moving forward. So, yeah, just want to thank everyone. To the kids, work hard, don't give up. There's going to be roadblocks, but there's always solutions for those roadblocks. And utilize your resources, and just keep pushing. Nothing is never easy. And just make sure the business is legit on the state and financial level as well, because you're going to have to pay your taxes. So just keep that in mind. But once again, looking forward to the finalists tonight. And we're just looking forward to see who's going to win tonight. So, judges, do your thing tonight, and yeah, let's get it going.
Yeah.
Oh, you can also grab some Funky Town at the bar, too.
Great remarks from Funky Town. Let's give it up for them. It is so grateful to hear them share their journey and inspiring message with us. The foundation is invaluable for businesses. Welcome again, everyone, and I hope you are as thrilled as I am to be here and to take part in one of the cornerstones of the NFTE program, our business plan competition. Last year, we returned to in-person events, and it was wonderful to see my fellow competitors and entrepreneurs leaning into markets related to self-care, mental health, community support, and so many other buildings an inclusive, vibrant, compassionate society. NFTE knows that preparing young people to be career-ready and future-focused as students, entrepreneurs, and engaged employees helps us to create opportunities out of obstacles that appears impossible to overcome. The entrepreneurial mindset ignites first by our NFTE teachers, places us on a bold path of discovery and achievement, causing a ripple effect that positively impacts everyone. That's what these competitors dream to represent. Whatever path brought you here today, I want you to know that everyone in this room has the power to transform the lives of young people through entrepreneurship, including our generous supporters. NFTE is incredibly grateful to sponsor the challenge, including our presenters, EY, Horizon Therapeutics, Ingredient, and Slalom. Our signature sponsor, GSTV, and our associate sponsor, the City Foundation. Thank you all for making this day possible. I'd also like to thank the wonderful NFTE teachers, school partners, business coaches, classroom volunteers, judges, family, and friends that provide support, advice, and encouragement to NFTE students. I remember the support I received through my NFTE experience that helped me to where I am today. Shout out to the fam in the second row. That same support to this year's young entrepreneurs does not go unnoticed. And finally, this event and all we do should not be possible without the commitment, guidance, and supports of the members of the Midwest Region Advisory Board, whom you'll find listed in the program. Please join me in recognizing all the invaluable contributions to the NFTE community. Now, today is the accumulation of many long hours of hard work. Finalists, I have walked the same path that brought you here, and I know all the work you put into your plans today. No one knows these businesses better than you. Before you begin, please take a deep breath and know that we all believe in your power and your potential, and that we hope you leave today knowing that how amazing you are. Remember, it's not always about winning that pushes us to greatness. Challenges spark innovation, and you never know what tomorrow will hold. So no matter what the outcome of the competition, be proud of what you have done and enjoy the applause. Congratulations on being here. Okay, are you ready? Here's where it gets exciting. To judge this challenge, we have an esteemed panel of experts who have volunteered their time. Please help me welcome Erica Duvex, Chicago Chapter President of Black Professional Network, Jamie Ellis, Vice President of the New Product Planning of Horizon Therapeutics, Primit Maya, partner of EY and member of our NFTE Midwest Advisory Board, Natalie Reshdia, Managing Director of Slalom Chicago, and Rob Ritchie, Regional President of Ingen Mexico, U.S. Canada Sweetener and Industrial Solutions, Care Concentrate, and Global Core Strategies. Judges, thank you so much for sharing your time and expertise. We have every confidence that our finalists will truly impress you. We do not envy your job. Now for the rules. Each presenter has exactly 7 minutes to present their pitch deck to the judges. Our timer will show a green card when there is 5 minutes left, a yellow card when there is 1 minute remaining. If time expires before they finish, a red card will be shown and a bell tone will ring. After each presentation, the judges will have 3 minutes to ask questions. Again, a yellow card will be shown when there is 1 minute left, and the red card will be shown and the bell will be rung once time is up. We provide time between presenters for our judges to record their scores. Additionally, our third place winner from today's competition will leave with $500. Our second place winner will receive $1,000. Our first place winner will take home $1,500. Alrighty, let's start this challenge. To present their business plan, Noki, please welcome Malachi Davis and Ivan Walker from Thornton Township High School, right nearby in Harvey, Illinois.
More than 37 million people today suffer from diabetes. That is 11% of the U.S. population. Some of those who suffer are our own family members.
For example, my great-grandmother suffers with this disease every day. She can no longer enjoy the sweets and foods she once loved without a fear of a rise in blood sugar levels.
Hi, I'm Malachi Davis.
And I'm Ivan Walker.
We are Noki, a sugar alternative for people with diabetes or those who just want to live a healthier lifestyle.
We make snacks using erythritol and even sell the sweetener on its own.
We do it so people can enjoy the sweets they once loved or never got to experience.
Or feared the consumption would negatively affect their health.
We are Noki, sweet as sugar.
The problem at hand is people with diabetes and other similar health conditions are unable to consume standard sugar. Sugar intake damages the kidney that filters blood. Intake of standard sugar can lead to weight gain, obesity, and even heart disease.
This is where Noki comes in, a healthier sugar alternative. No matter what, Noki provides an excellent alternative. Unlike traditional sugar, Noki doesn't spike blood sugar or insulin levels. Indulging in our nourishing snacks will help you embrace a healthier lifestyle while also experiencing the true benefits of Noki.
Our product's underlying magic is that it's all natural, non-GMO. It doesn't spike the blood sugar or insulin. 0.24 calories per gram, is better for your oral health, 7% as sweet as sugar without the calories, tasty snacks, and erythritol is usually absorbed before it gets to your colon. This is reviews from people who have tried our cookies. And Teresa D says, I've had my fair share of healthy cookies, but these are by far some of the best. They taste better than some regular cookies I've tasted.
For our target market, we sell business to business. We focus on those who are dieting, diabetic, holistic doctors, and those who are trying to maintain blood sugar levels. Also, those who use insulin. The demographic are hospitals, bakeries, grocery stores, and holistic doctors. The geographic is e-commerce, the internet, and business to business. The psychographic are businesses looking for healthier alternative ingredients. And our buying patterns are businesses who purchase products from manufacturers.
Our marketing plan uses the channel of e-commerce. For awareness, we'll use a formative post about the dangers and symptoms of diabetes and the dangers of standard table sugar. We'll have ads about how our product can help the risk of diabetes and manage it, and why erythritol is better than standard sugar. We can purchase posters of information at medical clinics, word-of-mouth discounts from medical professionals. And we can also purchase an iHerb.com ad. Our form of retention will be with the online purchase of a 1-ounce bag comes with a free erythritol cookie.
One of our biggest competitors is Whole Earth. In the past 3 months, they have risen in the rank in the grocery category, and also their website traffic has increased by 21% in the last month. Their pros are they have built-in email marketing, they have various snack options, and they have recipes on their website. They are also one of the biggest plant-based sweeteners in more than 100 countries. But their cons are they use GMO, which can cause other health problems. They're combined with other artificial sweeteners, and they cause gas problems.
This is Lakanto. They use monk fruit as their base for their sugar alternative. They have a variety of different snacks and products, but the downfall that they have here is that people say they have an unpleasant aftertaste. The monk fruit also isn't very well studied in the U.S. It hasn't been on the U.S. scene very long. There's not a lot of research on that.
We're qualified to sell this product because we've done extensive research on the benefits of our product. We're currently taking multiple entrepreneurship courses at our high school, also the entrepreneurship course through NFTE. We've spoken with many people that deal with diabetes and those who want a healthier lifestyle. Also, our product is being used with another startup company called Eat With Me to create healthy snacks for cancer patients.
This is our cost structure. We are a CBG company, so we will be selling business to business. Our definition of 1 unit is 20 purchases of a 4-pound bag of sweetener. That's 80 pounds of the sweetener. Our selling price will start at $49.99. It will cost us $300 to get the ingredients. The cost of labor will be $50, and then our shipping is $110. Our cost of goods will total to $460. Our contribution margin is $39.99. We will take our fixed expenses, the total of the fixed expenses was $350, and divide it by our contribution margin of $39.99 to get our monthly break-even units, was 8.75, rounds to 9 units. This is our current status. We're currently working on production of our product as well as the construction of our website. We're in the process of trademarking and patenting our product. The erythritol sweetener is also being used in Eat With Me to make snacks for cancer patients. In the future, we hope to get rid of diabetes or help prevent diabetes. We want to grow the word of mouth, become a target brand, and purchase an iHerb.com ad. We also want to have our products being used in vegan restaurants.
Our plans for philanthropy are to provide free products to nursing homes and to donate 5% of our monthly revenue to the Children's Diabetes Foundation.
Once again, I'm Ivan Walker.
And I'm Malachi Davis.
We're Inoki.
Sweet as sugar.
Great job. Judges, your 3-minute question period starts now.
Great job, guys. Really, really good presentation. Just curious on the marketing side, what does the name mean and how did you come up with the logo?
Okay, so the logo, okay, you can see it's plant-based. Our erythritol is plant-based. So you can kind of see like it's a plant right there. And then the name Noki means devoted and dedicated. And we are devoted and dedicated to this business. We are devoted
Very
and
good,
dedicated.
good.
Thank you.
Hi, guys. Thank you for your... Can you hear me? Thank you for your presentation. Are there any other distributors of this type of sweetener, or would you be the only ones distributing this?
Well, as you can see in our competitive analysis, we do have other competition that's similar. Whole Earth also distributes erythritol, but it's GMO and it's combined with other sweeteners, and it could cause very bad gas problems. Like other people have different type of sweeteners, but
Okay, thank you for the clarification.
There's clearly a lot of science in the research that you've done, right? Do you mind talking a little bit about that in terms of, what did you end up doing and why do you think it's actually more effective than some of the other competitive drugs or sugar products?
Well, our business is all natural, and we won't have any of the same cons that the other businesses have because our sugar does not use monk fruit, nor is it combined with other artificial sweeteners.
I know you asked about the science behind it. So we're working on a trademarking and patenting of our product, so we're not really willing to speak on the science behind it.
Can you guys hear me? Awesome. I have a question on your marketing plan. What was your thought process on the key metrics, and what do you think success looks like with your marketing plan?
Okay, regarding the key metrics, so the key metric behind our awareness, I want 20 bags sold in the first month. So that is just like, I just felt like 20 bags, I just felt like I could reach out and speak to 20 people and, talk to them and let them know, hey, this is healthier than what you're putting in your body. And 200 website visitors. Our website is currently in construction, so monthly. So I feel like in the rest of the month of 2023, we should have at least 200 website visitors monthly. And regarding the key metric for purchasing, you go ahead. Talk about that.
Regarding our key metric for purchasing, we plan to have a iHerb ad up, and we plan to have our website in production soon. So we won't have to do as much word of mouth talking because our website will already have traffic.
And we want to have like discounts regarding our stuff. So with the purchase of the word of mouth discount from medical professionals, we want to have a 30% off doctor referral. Thank you.
We'll give our judges a little time to mark their scores and jot down any notes. Now, for our second finalist, presenting her business plan for Kia Couture, please welcome Kiara Merrill, all the way from St. Louis Science Center in Missouri.
First of all, I want to thank the judges for coming to listen to my presentation today. 146 billion tons of trash end up in the landfill, and about 11% of that is both leather and textiles. And well, have you ever been in a situation where clothes don't fit your body quite right? Well, I personally experienced that. So with Kia Couture, I combine my two biggest passions, which is sustainability and fashion, to create clothes that customize for the client. Americans spend almost $2,000 on clothes a year alone, and it takes about 5,000 gallons of water to create just one pair of pants and one shirt. And on average, a consumer buys 60% more clothing items a year than they did 15 years ago. So Kia Couture takes the opportunity to make for reused clothes for a renewed future. For my value proposition, through a collaborative process, Kia Couture takes the opportunity to combine my two biggest passions, fashion and sustainability, to create a customized look that recycles clothing items to better the earth for our future. My two biggest passions are fashion and sustainability, and I have extensive fashion education and experience. With Kia Couture, we take never-before-seen designs and we hand sew them to customized looks for our clients. I'm creating sustainable workshops for for children underage so they can learn about fashion and sustainability to help the earth, to reuse clothing items, and we're going to hire additional designers and seamstresses to help carry the workload, and I would like to create a department to use bulk items from thrift stores to create trendy items. On the right, you'll see looks that I created myself. I hand sewed them and designed them, and I've shown them at a fashion show at my high school. For my target market, the U.S. fashion industry is about $406 billion a year, and through data and research, my market size is about 78,000. And I took the time out to interview and survey my peers, and about 90% of them said they'll purchase my products. And so far, I have 100% customer satisfaction. And I like to focus on the ages 15 to 30, and I like to start off in St. Louis, go to the U.S., and of course, go global. I want to attract people who strive to support small businesses like myself, and I would like to attract people who enjoy having a cause. And for my buying patterns, I would like to have people who enjoy creativity, buying secondhand clothing, and who are, of course, into high-end fashion. For my marketing plan, I want to create a TikTok where I teach about recycling and reusing old clothing they have at home, and I want to focus that towards young teenagers. And for that, I like to have 5,000 views a month. And for my Instagram, I like to post my apparel, my fashion shows, and etc. And I like to team up with fashion influencers and brand advocates, and for that I like to have 500 views per month. And of course, I like to have 25 returning customers each month, and I'll have like a promotion where they come back, they get a discount, and for that I like to have 10 referrals each month. And on the side, you'll see comments to people left on my most recent Instagram posts. Yeah. And for my sustainability, Kia Couture and Paige Seacrest, we both use old clothing that clients provide for us, and the lab uses scrap pieces of fabric they have. And for social media presence, I have and run my own Instagram account where I incorporate tactics I learned from a social media conference. And the other, Paige Seacrest has a TikTok but no current Instagram, and the lab has an Instagram but no current post. And for empowering the community, I like to run workshops where I work with children, where they can, of course, learn how to be sustainable. I have been working with children I've been teaching children since the age of 13 science at the Science Center. So of course I'm qualified in that, and the other two businesses lack that. For my qualifications, I am an award-winning entrepreneur. I have my certification in AAFCS. I have graduated from North Tech for fashion and business, where I learned how to hem and tailor, how to applies different notions, how to design, and of course the fashion side of the business side of the fashion industry. I have been working with kids for the last 5 years of my life, so I know how to deal with them. So that gives me an edge for creating workshops. Yeah. For one unit, I have a customer come to me with a consultation where they explain to me what doesn't necessarily fit right, how they want to change it, and that can be either pants, jacket, shirt, anything they want to change, and I take the opportunity to, redesign it for them. And for the selling price, that'll be $45, and my cost of goods sold will be $5, so my contribution margin will be $40. And my variable material spaces is $5, and essentially that zero is there because they'll give me the clothing item, so essentially that is free. For my fixed expenses, that is $750, and in order to break even each month, I have to sell 19 units. My current plan, I'm already selling my own fashion designs. I have I'm expanding to sewing shirts, pants, jackets, etc. I'm strengthening my social media presence with new things I've learned by like posting more frequently and things like that. And I fully launched my business this year. And for my future plans, I'm creating a movement which includes both fashion and sustainability, something I really enjoy. I'm expanding my marketing plan to include promotions as my business grows. I like to create a department where I take both clothing items and create trendy items for youth these days. And I like to add design consultants and seamstresses to help carry the load as my business grows. I like to teach children about sustainable fashion through workshops, like I've mentioned before, where I teach them how to sew, how to reuse clothes they have at home themselves. And then I like to lead a fundraiser to donate clothing items where I collect from I collect to give to schools and homeless shelters. Hi, my name is Kiera Merrill, CEO, founder of Kia Couture, and with reused clothes mixed for renewed fashion, please follow my Instagram account at Kia Couture 22.
Great presentation. Judges, take it away.
Hi, are your competitors that you listed, are they local or are those national?
One of them are local and one's national.
To follow up on the competitors, do you believe that you all are reaching the same customer? And if not, why are you different from the other two?
Essentially, between me and Paige Seacrest, I think people who go to her just want to create just, a fashionable look, but they don't really care about the earth aspect behind it. But as to I want people to come to me knowing that they're helping, take stuff out the landfill and preventing things that can happen.
How did you, first of all, very good job, excellent. How did you come up with your supply chain to get your raw materials, which is used clothing, things from landfill? Did you have connections, or how did you make that work?
What I'll do is essentially I'll post about it, like post my business plan. Well, not my plan, but post about it. And so people will come with me with clothing items they have in their house that they're either planning on throwing away, giving away, just stuff like that. And I'm helping them by keeping it in their house, and they can ask me to tailor it, change it, redesign anything they want to it. So essentially they're keeping it out the landfills.
Amazing job, thank you.
Thank you.
Given your passion for children, I noticed your target audience was 15 to 30. Any consideration for tailoring your business towards younger children who you're teaching?
I actually haven't thought about that, but that's a good idea.
Will you have pricing variability for different types of items, or will any item that a customer wants refitted or repurposed be the same flat fee?
The $45 is essentially like a base fee, and anything adding on, like if they want special zippers, buttons, if it's really hard jacket that I need to pay, basically it's based on time and materials, so essentially the price will go up or down.
I don't have a question, but more of a comment on your cost structure. Your fixed expenses, rent. Kudos to you guys who pay less than $1,000. This is amazing. It's great.
Again, we were just talking here. I'm very jealous of your gross margins. They were, I think, 90%. I think anybody in the business world would take those margins. So you have that secret sauce if you could sell that. So good job.
One last one. What do you think, if you were to identify your fashion sense into a bucket, what would that be?
I don't know. It's too big. I can't contain it to one thing. I don't know.
Does that mean you can work with a client's specific fashion sense and you have that versatility to create something that's bespoke to their taste?
Essentially, yes. That's why I have like a consultation in the beginning where they can tell me and I draw up the designs of what they want. Yes. Thank you.
Judges, please take a moment to finish recording your scores. Now, for our third finalist, presenting her business plan for Study Layer, please welcome Lacey Munzo Swingberg from Beloit Memorial High School in Wisconsin.
Hello, my name is Lacey Munoz Swedberg, and I'm from Beloit Memorial. I'm in 11th grade, and my business is StudyLair, a 501c3 nonprofit organization. Next slide, please. So our problem is in the school district of Beloit, students need help learning and completing schoolwork. So as we can see in the top right image, it shows that 70.9% of the district's population is economically disadvantaged. Also, we have a 2-star rating, which means we're meeting few expectations. Also in the bottom right image, we can see that our testing puts us in the bottom 5% for schools in Wisconsin, public schools in Wisconsin. So a cause for this could be due to the poverty rates or the low income families we see, which we can see in the bottom left image where it says income per household for the school district compared to the income per household for Wisconsin. The median is quite a bit lower for the school district. So these families might not have the resources they need to learn efficiently, and students in Beloit aren't learning and they need our help. Next slide, please. So my idea is a program that provides what students need to help solve the problem. I want to turn the closing McNeil Intermediate School into the building for StudyLair. In the building, I plan on making it comfortable by adding couches and beanbags, having rugs and decor, so that kids don't feel like they're just sitting at a desk that they don't want to be at, that they're miserable at. I understand that everybody learns differently, so there will be things like brain break activities, like games in the gym, various other games, etc. In order to have access to those things, you have to show that you are accomplishing quality work by showing a tutor or a volunteer what your original assignment was and what you did for it. So StudyLair is not just another babysitting after school program that keeps kids busy until their parents can come pick them up. It's an educational experience where students have access to Wi-Fi, tutors, and computers. While the computer and Wi-Fi access is free with the monthly $5 fee, they do have to once again show that they are completing quality work. Also, in the building, since the building will be a part of the school district, it'll have the same Wi-Fi restrictions to avoid people using and abusing it. This is going to be open all year round, so that includes the summer. So instead of your students not continuing their education throughout the summer, they'll get to. All in all, this will teach them the importance of getting their work done and on time, which will teach them time management. It'll teach them to improve the quality in their work, and it'll altogether prepare them for the future. Next slide, please. So I've seen many of my fellow classmates not try or put any effort into classes. They failed and had to opt for credit recovery where they basically learned nothing. StudyLair will be offered every day we have school, even early release days. There's transportation to the building daily, so students don't have to worry about getting there. The pickup time ranges from school dismissal to 7 p.m., whatever works for the parent or guardian. We really want it to be as stress-free as possible so that everybody has the opportunity to use the program. Next slide, please. So the target market will be all students in the school district. That is almost 6,000 students. It's more specifically for the students who need or want a place to study, students who need the extra support, students who need the computer or Wi-Fi access, and also students who want to be at an educational program. Next slide, please. The marketing plan will mainly be advertising at all the schools. I plan on sending flyers home with all of the students, having it in the school announcements. Teachers will definitely be made aware of it so that they can recommend it to the students who they see could benefit from it. Also, there will be social media posts. Next slide, please. Competitive analysis. So in our area, there are other similar programs we have are the Boys and Girls Club and the YMCA. To summarize this table, we can see that StudyLair has a cheap fee, the most extensive age range, and it's open later for the parents who need it. The program will continue throughout the summer, so I plan on making it 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. I decided to do 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. in the summer because I don't want people to use and abuse it as a cheap daycare during the day. StudyLair really emphasizes help for less fortunate students. It's a cheaper alternative for a better program. It's specialized in helping kids learn, study, and develop tools and skills for the future. Next slide, please. Qualifications and also things that motivate me. I am in Key Club International and National Honor Society that are both volunteer-based clubs. Through National Honor Society, I'm a volunteer tutor for the high school students at Beloit Memorial. I teach Sunday school at Family Worship Center for kids ages 3 to 5. I also teach Vacation Bible School every summer. Also, I babysit kids regularly. Additionally, I have taken multiple business classes at my high school where I've learned things that I can implement into StudyLayer. Lastly, but most importantly, I have gone to the school in the district my whole life, so I have seen the problems that all the students face. All of this demonstrates that I work frequently with kids and students in the community and have the experience to help start the StudyLayer program. Next slide, please. This is my cost structure. It's kind of like a soft beginning launch cost. So my variable material expenses will be $67.50, and my attendee fee is $5 a month. So the selling price needed to bring the break-even enrollment to 40-ish attendees to be manageable for the 2 volunteer coordinators would be $300. There will be many volunteers there, not just the coordinators, but for the coordinators, I plan on having perks like gift cards so that we can keep them happy, so that they can help keep our kids happy. My biggest expenses will be fixed expenses. My attendee fee is $5 a month per student. I want to emphasize that. They do not have to pay for anything else. It's just the $5 a month. We are a 501c3 nonprofit organization, so we plan on covering the excess with funding opportunities like 21st Century Community Learning, Education for Homeless Children and Youth, TRIO, and other grants more specific to Wisconsin. Next slide, please. Current and future plans are meeting with school officials and city council to discuss the required permits for the use of the building. We're trying to develop our staff of volunteers. I'm in clubs where I know students need volunteer hours and that could have the passion that I have to help with the StudyLayer program. I also plan on getting volunteer teachers to be coordinators, and we can maybe work out some sort of overtime deal for them. We will try to grow through word of mouth and create specialized programs like a band, orchestra, choir, art, or college readiness program so that all students can do everything that they're interested in. If there's students who cannot afford the $5 fee, I would like to have it waived because I want everyone to have the opportunity to use this program. And we are seeking out more funding opportunities. Lastly, these problems aren't just seen in Beloit, so I would like to have more StudyLayers around Rock County and go nationwide. Next slide.
Great presentation. Judges, take it away.
Thanks for the presentation. I commend you attacking this problem. How will transportation be funded? I may have missed it, but how will that be funded?
I plan on having it federally funded and just using like school buses from our district.
Great job. Really, really good effort and a good cause. I noticed that one of your biggest expenses on fixed costs was utilities. When you go speak to the school and the school district, how do you plan to approach them about maybe donating or lowering the costs of using the facilities?
Well, I'm hoping since I am helping the students in their district that they could hopefully lower that cost for us because it's going to help benefit them.
So I think I heard you voice over there are 6,000 students in your district, correct? Is there a focus on, out of the 6,000, who is like your actual target? Because I would assume getting all 6,000 is not your goal. Yeah?
Yeah, so starting when they're young would probably work good because I feel like when you're young, it's easier to implement things and help you. But also, like, our high school students have a really hard time with learning and completing their schoolwork, and they just don't have the motivation, especially since COVID. I mean, there's, like, no motivation in the school. So I would say the younger kids are the high school students.
Good presentation. I wish we could have you in our school district, frankly. So just to help me understand one thing, right? The value proposition that you laid out and what you want to achieve, how are you geared up? I mean, how is this going to help you get, the higher grades you mentioned, kids doing their homework? Do you have a staff of teachers who are going to do that and help them? I mean, I don't think I heard that, right? I think your qualifications were great, but if you want to expand that and have 20 kids in your program, it's not just going to be you, right?
Yeah, so I plan on having other teachers help volunteer and other students. I really just want this to help build a community for the kids because I feel like we don't have community anymore, that feeling of like having people. I feel like everybody needs somebody and I feel like people feel like they have no one. So I feel like going to this will help them with that and it will also help motivate them to complete their schoolwork, to help them put more quality into their work. And yeah.
What is your anticipated maximum capacity for the program?
I'm not sure. I'll think about that. Thank you.
It would be a good problem to have, right?
Do you plan to have any scheduled curriculum, or will it just be self-study?
No. So I plan on it mostly being like one-on-one time with tutors, or like if you just want to study, then you can just study, but I will have tutors there to help one-on-one with students, whatever they need help with.
At this time, I'd like to ask the judges to collect their things so they can head off to deliberate and determine who our winner will be. Let's give one last round of applause for all of our student presenters. I'd now like to introduce the Executive Director of the NFTE Midwest Region, Dr. Scott Nasser.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. How's everyone feeling? Good? Okay. Good. It's a pleasure to be here. Can we give a big round of applause to Autumn, our amazing MC? Autumn, you exemplify everything we want to see with our NFTE students. Not only did I see you on the big stage here last year, but you went to New York and represented Chicago in such an incredible light. So kudos to you. You also, I have to brag a little bit, you advanced even further in NFTE with our Entrepreneurship 2 curriculum and earned seed money this past year. So you've taken 2 years of NFTE. So big round of applause to Autumn, your commitment to entrepreneurship, your entrepreneurial spirit, it's there. I'm here to spread love tonight because there's lots of people that have supported our community and make it what it is. And you've seen, obviously, with our culminating event and our business plans that are front and center, the work that's gone in through this past year. But there's more to this than just our curriculum. We really feel strongly that we want to connect our youth with the workforce, mentors, coaches. And so tonight, I want to take a moment and honor some of our volunteers. We have a Volunteer of the Year award and a Corporate Volunteer of the Year award that I'm going to announce. I'll do one over the other. But this is an essential part for us. This is when we talk about the NFTE experience, not only do we have this world-class program, curriculum, and incredible educators that many are in the audience tonight, which I need to take a second and actually raise up our NFTE educators. Can we give a round of applause to our NFTE educators? Our ambassadors. You really are our ambassadors day in and day out working with our youth, and so we salute you and thank you so much. But a big part, really, once again, when we hear and talk, and it was amazing to have Funky Town Brewery here as well, kind of this disconnect that's happening throughout our cities, and it's real. And when we talk to our youth, and in my experiences even before I came to NFTE, it's palpable. This feeling that I'm not wanted in this space, potentially, right? And that feeling, we're trying to bridge that gap and create that connectivity. And I really feel with our intensive model and what we're building in our region, our students are having connections on a consistent basis, networking, coaching, feedback, and we're seeing that really translate into our classroom. And more importantly, we're seeing inclusivity and we're seeing economic mobility a reality for all. So I just want to raise that up, how important it is, our volunteerism and everybody that's come to the table and work with our youth and how important that is for us. I'll start first with our volunteer, our individual volunteer of the word. I'm just so excited. I don't need a script for this. I never do use a script. The events team gets mad at me probably for this. But I want to honor Mike Jorberg from Slalom, who's our... That's well-deserved. I have had the honor of working with Mike for close to 7 years now. And just so proud, not only is Mike an advisory board member for NFTE Midwest, where he provides thought leadership and support for our organization, but more importantly, what I see in the day-to-day, his connection to our youth and support, what I just mentioned, we talked about this economic mobility, making it a reality and being real about it and creating tangible results. Mike, day in and day out, is working not only closely with our youth as they're going through this business plan experience, but he's also changing the digital divide that's occurring by donating computers all across the city of Chicago. So Mike, I'd love for you to come up here and accept your award. It's an absolute honor. This was definitely in the makings for a really long time. I know you don't love the spotlight. Here's Mike. But I would love for you to take a couple minutes and just congratulate you, Mike.
Thank you, Scott. Funky Town, you guys got that's my new favorite beer. And the Noki guys, I don't think they know what Rob Ritchie does for a living.
Exactly.
So Rob sells about $8 billion a year of sweeteners. Did you know that? You gotta get a meeting in Westmont. Just go make a pitch on Westmont and see what happens. Thank you, Scott. This is very helpful. I guess he's given me 2 minutes to say three things. One is, when I was a teenager your age, I had a teacher once tell me, you need to volunteer over and over and over. And so I said, all right, well, we'll start doing that. And so I got involved in junior achievement probably 25 years ago. And then I got involved in NFTE about 7 years ago. But I think that each of us has to find something that's important to each of you. And so when you go home, what do you do in the summer? Well, hopefully you found something to volunteer and spend some time on. So volunteer always is number one. Number two, I happen to work at this company called Slalom that's gracious enough to let us do this. So wave your hand, Slalom. That's pretty cool. And if the company doesn't support what you do because they don't let you work offline an hour a day or something like that, or an hour a week or whatever it is, you gotta think about where you're working, because that's important to us and to the community. Last, Scott mentioned the laptops. We'll tie it all together, kids and Slalom and volunteering. Our IT team refreshes laptops every 3 years. And so lo and behold, we found, I think, about 20 or 30 laptops over the last year. We got a stack sitting out front for Danny. And where's the Beloit? There you are. And last, I think the teachers, if I do an hour a month or something, you guys are in the room 40, 50 hours a week, making an enormous difference. So the laptops are for the teachers to help their kids. And hopefully it makes a difference, because, I was fortunate enough to be raised in a nice community. And I know others aren't as much. So let's tie it all together and, let you guys get in front of Ingredion and go sell $1 billion.
Another round of applause for Mike Jorberg. This doesn't end here for Mike. We have our national competition in October, where Mike is a nominee, and so more news to come on that in October. Moving on to our corporate volunteer of the year. Super excited about this budding relationship with our organization. It's Ingredion. Happen to have Emma Tops and Brian Cooper that are here. Ingredion, like I mentioned before, the importance of really challenging our students, that connectivity, networking, all those important aspects to our program have been in action, and we've seen it with Ingredion this year, not just with in-person, but also with the support of coaching on a consistent basis where the youth, as they're going through this experience. We are so excited at the partnership that we're building with Ingredion. It's great to have your CEO, Rob Ritchie, here, obviously judging, but also all the employees that we've seen that are stepping up to the plate and wanting to work with our students. That's, when we talk about community and how important that is for us, these are the partners that we want to have and be a part of. And so, Ingredion, I would love for Emma and Brian to come up, accept your award, say a few words, but please give a round of applause to Ingredion.
All right, good save, Scott. Appreciate you not letting me trip.
Yeah, social media.
Yeah. I'm Brian Kieber.
I'm Emma Tops.
I've been involved with NFTE for about 3 years now.
And I've been pretty recent. It's been about less than a year for me.
Yeah, she's been a little bit of the special sauce of our relationship with NFTE in the last year, helping us really turn the engagement up to 11. I want to thank Scott and Tiana for everything over the last 3 years, as we've really gotten more people engaged from our company. I will say, and I'm honestly nervously drawing a blank on much of what I'd prepared to say, but I am recalling in the presentation on the study layer comment about how people feel alone. And I'll say for our people, that's that's true as well. It's been an isolating 3 years, and it's great to be here in person with everyone. But for our individuals that are volunteering, it fills their cup up. And the students, your enthusiasm is infectious. So being here, it's great to see. It invigorates me every time that I see these type of presentations. But also when we do the hours of coaching, and we see from one session to the next session to the next session how much more confidence there is. So really great to be a part of. We want to thank you all for this honor and thank the students for everything that you do. Best wishes tonight, best wishes in the rest of the Entrepreneurship Challenge, and best wishes in wherever you all go next. And I think we can set that meeting up if you like.
Yes, we can. Thank you.
All right, Ingredient, another round of applause for Ingredient. All right, I'm gonna switch this over shortly, but I do wanna raise up. I said I'm spreading love. I haven't spread complete love yet. I mentioned our educators, but I do wanna raise up our Nifty events team that have just created an incredible event tonight. Suze, Paul, don't know how you do it year in, year out, but thank you. Can we give a big shout out, Suze and Paul? Also, a hearty thanks to the Nifty Midwest team. Lauren Patrick, our lead program associate, you are incredible, wherever you are. I can't see very well. Thank you for your commitment work for our students, our mission. You're so important, and such a strength and passion for our work is evident in everything you do. And I just really appreciate you and can't wait to move the needle even further with you within our organization. And then Tiana Schlappman, who was gonna come up here and speak, but not. We'll get her one of these years, our development manager in Nifty Midwest. Can we give a big shout out to Tiana Schlappman, who's just a great partner. And lastly, we have national staff. We have our president and CEO, JD The Rock. We have other Nifty staff members that are here. Can we give a round of applause to all of them? And then last, but certainly not least, our alumni, our students, our parents, our guardians, everybody that's made this a community, that's brought this all together, and you're all a big part of this. You're part of the Nifty experience. Can we just give a round of applause to everybody in this room that's made this happen? And with that, I'm going to pivot over to our senior manager of volunteerism and organizational culture, Anthony Curtis, to come up with another announcement.
Thank you so much. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy Hump Day. We're almost at Memorial Day, which is exciting. So before I announce the award I'm going to announce today, I want you to do me a favor. Stand up if you've had a coach, a mentor, or some adult, this is for everyone, who has influenced your life in some way. Stand up for me. So I think in a lot of regards, a lot of us have, right? And so I say that to say, volunteerism, no matter how old you are, we all can volunteer and give back. You do not have to be a CEO. You do not have to be a head of this or a vice president. You don't have to start your own business. So as Scott talked about earlier, we can all give back in some way. And I don't just say that because I am the senior manager of volunteer programs at Nifty, but I truly believe that that's how we change the world. We give back to other people because someone else has given back and empowered us. And look at all of us standing right now. This is what empowerment means. It means to lift someone else up so they can truly be the person they were created to be. Go ahead and have a seat. So, I'm going to take this off, Suze. I hope it's okay. I like this. I can't stand in one spot. That's not how I work. I'm like Oprah. I need to be around and talk to people. So I have the honor of recognizing one of our volunteers for our alumni programs. So if you're a Nifty alumni, give a wave so everybody can see you. I know we have a few in the room. Yes. So Nifty doesn't stop here at this competition and in high school. We continue to work with our young people to empower them to ignite that entrepreneur mindset beyond this, right? In a lot of our programs, like Founders Forum and things like that, Vinay Brown is here, who's now on our Nifty staff. Vinay, I got to shout you out, give a wave to everybody. Where are you, Vinay? Vinay there. She is an example as a business owner, as a Nifty intern. Now she works, she's on my team here from Miami. That's what it means to really empower people. And it's not just about her working at Nifty, it's about building skill sets so she's successful in her future beyond. We have a volunteer who has worked with some of our alumni, Chris. Okay, Chris has worked with many of our alumni across the country, but a lot of our Chicago students and in California and all over, virtual, in person. But he's done a lot to really empower our young people who are Nifty alum and really helping them take their business to the next level. So Chris Kaiser, I want to recognize you. You can come on stage. You are our alumni program volunteer of the year. Come on, Chris. And students, I want to encourage you, all the competitors here, no matter what happens, I want to remind you, it's not about this competition. And I don't mean that as a disrespect, but it's beyond this. So also, like your business you were talking about, I want you all to think about, we're going to talk about some of the World Series of Innovation. A lot of you can apply for that and win more money. Meet more people, mentors. Apply for our Founders Forum so you have more people guiding you in this process. So I really want you to think about that in the future because Nifty believes in empowering you throughout your career. And Chris, I want you to talk about really quickly, why do you volunteer and why is it so important to you?
Well, thank you, Anthony. And I always tell people, where was Nifty when I was in high school? I would have made different decisions. But to answer your question, I volunteer because when I went to college at Augustana College, I graduated as a first-generation college student. And I didn't know anything about entrepreneurship, economic mobility, building businesses. That's not what we talked about at my house. It was at college that I really got a lot of entrepreneurial exposure. My first time in entrepreneurship, I wrote a business plan designed to help first-generation college students, and it was a learning management platform strictly for people like us. First-generation college students, there's not a lot of help there. So when I took my entrepreneurship course, that's what I built my entire business plan. I didn't win, but that's okay. What I learned in the process was so valuable. When I graduated, I decided, hey, you know what? I would love to share the stories, the insights, some of the frameworks and the techniques that I learned right here with Nifty. And since then, you've heard Anthony, just volunteering with students on Nifty West, Southeast, Midwest. Hey, I don't care. I'm all about the ideas. If you have a great idea and if you have a beautiful brand that I feel like you can really build around it, I'm going to support you. I'm a huge advocate of inspiring, empowering, but also educating. I look at entrepreneurs as the change makers for society. We're the visionaries. We're the rebels. We're the ones that's going to make this world a lot better. It is not going to be, this may sound controversial, but it's the politicians, they take their time, but when it comes to entrepreneurs, we get after it. So that is why I volunteer, and I'm looking forward to activating the entrepreneurial mindset. We need it now more than ever. The World Economic Forum, I remember I was reading this article when I was in college, and it said this: the number one skill that is the most valuable right now from this century and beyond is complex problem solving. And that's what Nifty teaches. I had the opportunity to work with a lot of students, a lot of great ideas. Being in the venture capital space, I'm making notes. So students, be prepared. I might tap you off for some seed funding. But I'm ready to get after it. And thank you on behalf of the Nifty West, Midwest, all the regions. Thank you to the Nifty community. And let's go. Let's make things happen.
And I'm going to encourage you, adults, there's some QR codes around, I think, over there. If you want to sign up to volunteer, we'd love to have you. My team and myself, we will reach out to you. It means so much to us. And everyone here who's volunteered in the past, I mean it, you are the secret sauce to us. We can't do it without you. Thank you for collaborating with us to ignite the entrepreneurial mindset of our young people. And now I want to introduce our incredible Lauren Patrick from our St. Louis region. Lauren Patrick, come on up.
Thank you, Anthony. Before I start our last competition of this evening, I wanted to first thank all of you all. As the lead program associate for Nifty Midwest, it has been a pleasure to serve you all as students. I think you all did an amazing job tonight in carrying yourselves as young professionals and entrepreneurs in this community. And as I told you guys as I came around and saw your businesses, we definitely have to make these happen. We look forward to you all being entrepreneurs and taking on the leadership opportunities in our community. I would also like to thank teachers. Of course, we know teachers are the workforces behind all of the magic that happens in the classroom. And thank you, and thank you for spending the entire school year to make this possible today. I would also like to thank parents, my fellow team members at Nifty, and all of the community partners and sponsors that have made tonight possible. To help thank you all, we did get you a special dessert. It is listed in the program. It is from Mia Street's Delight in St. Louis. We actually had her custom make it and ship it here. But as you leave tonight, please grab one of her treats or two. They're amazingly delicious. They're gourmet. And the special thing about these is they were made by someone that has 8 years of experience being an entrepreneur of a bakery, but she's 16. So like you have to kind of keep that in mind. 8 years of experience. Can't stress enough, she's 16. So please, please, please check her out. All of her information is out there as you all leave later on this evening. Without further ado, I would love to introduce our next competitors. I'm excited to introduce this next portion of the event this evening, our fast pitch competition. To compete, I'd like to welcome to the stage our 3 Midwest national qualifiers, Cloud Walker, Crouton Commissions, and Lay's Jewels. While they make their way to the stage, I want to recognize that all 3 of these businesses that you will see today are joining us in New York City for the national competition. Let's give them a round of applause. These entrepreneurs are going to do what is sometimes referred to as an elevator pitch. They will essentially be given a 90-second pitch that perhaps you'd give in an elevator ride with an investor. They are pitching to you all tonight. You all as the audience are the judges, so you have an important job that we're tasking you with. We will vote by a round of applause. Whichever of these businesses receives the most outstanding, phenomenal round of applause, they will get a $250 Visa gift card. Our runner-up businesses for the other 2 will win a $100 Visa gift card. We will now begin with our first one up. Please, I would like you all to give a warm welcome to the CEO and founder of Cloud Walker, Noah Hood.
Hi, my name is Noah Hood, and this is my product, Cloud Walker. In 2011, me, my mother, and her cousin had been in a car crash that injured my mother's left leg and her cousin's right. Often, me being my mother's only caretaker, at a young age, I always wanted to figure out a way I could help her out. In 2013, she mentioned wishing that she could walk on a cloud because of her arthritis that caused pain in her foot. This then led me to create my product, Cloud Walker. Now, 87% of people today have complained about pain in their foot from everyday activity. This then led me to create my first prototype, leading me into my second one later on. Cloud Walker offers all the support you're looking for from support from the sole of your foot to the shin to the Achilles. Now I want to be able to manufacture and produce and mass produce my products and scale to big box companies. My name is Noah Hood. Thank you for allowing me to present. And this is my product, Cloudwalker.
Excellent job, Noah. I would now like to present our second competitor, Toby, CEO and founder of Crouton Commissions.
Hi, I'm Tobias Mazering, founder and CEO of Crouton Commissions, where creative thoughts come to life. Commissions can be a really difficult process, and basically you bring an idea you have to an artist, and they execute that idea onto paper as such. And so the problem with commissions is that they can be really expensive and take a lot of time, and it's really hard to communicate with that artist. So over time, I've developed a really quick process for drawing. I can draw what takes about months in just about an hour or two. And so with my quick and easy commission process, I like to keep in contact and help those who don't quite understand how or what to do with art, and help them get that idea out onto paper. And so I've been drawing for about 14 years now, and I'm really excited to help other people bring that out. Over time, I really want to include more people and teach them how to draw in my style and shading in my style, and really start helping people get those ideas out. Once again, I'm Tobias Mazering, founder and owner of Crouton Commissions, where creative thoughts come to life.
Excellent job, Toby. I would now like to introduce our last fast pitch competitor, Layla, CEO and founder of Lay's Jewels.
According to the National Institute of Mental Health, 20% of people in the United States suffer from mental illness. However, there is still a stigma that surrounds talking about it. That is when Lay's Jewels comes in to help. I, Layla Vasquez, am the founder and CEO of Lay's Jewels. And I suffer from mental health problems every single day of my life, and I have been since I was little. And over time, it's really hard to talk about, and it's really hard to cope with. But over time, I started to open up with it, and I found that making jewelry is a very nice way to calm myself down. I want to help everyone who is struggling with mental health problems by using my business. That is why Lay's Jewels offers a coping service where people can come in and they can create jewelry in a safe and peaceful environment. Or if they don't want to create jewelry in a group with people, they can buy my kits and make it in the comfort of their own home, or they can just buy their own pre-made jewelry. My goal for the next couple of years is to have pop-up shops and have a table at something like a flea market so that people can come to my table and we can make jewelry there, and we can talk about whatever they need to talk about without them having to feel ashamed. And here on my wrist, I have a couple of mental health awareness themed bracelets that I've made, and 5% of the profits on all these mental health themed bracelets will be donated to mental health awareness organizations. So overall, my company is a great thing for people who are struggling to come and cope and talk about all their problems without having to feel bad about themselves. And at the end, they get a great experience and a good quality bracelet that they can look at every time they feel down. I'm Layla Vasquez, the owner of Lay's Jewels, and thank you so much for this opportunity. And remember, Lay's brings smiles.
Excellent job to Layla. Let's give all three of our competitors another round of applause, please. Okay, guys, so we're going to start the vote. Hey, guys, if you want to come stand back up, we're going to actually start the voting process. So remember, whichever business you want to win, your applause has to be like loud, because that's how we're voting. Of course, we're going to applaud all three because they poured their hearts into these businesses for the entirety of this school year. If you're voting for Mr. Noah, CEO and founder of CloudWalker, please give a round of applause. If you're voting for Toby, CEO and founder of Crouton Commissions, please give a round of applause. If you're voting for Layla, CEO and founder of Lay's Jewels, please give a round of applause. Okay, so I heard two very similar ones, so we're going to do a quick tiebreaker. We have CloudWalker and Lay's Jewels for the top one. So you might have to reconfigure your vote. For CloudWalker, if you're voting, give a round of applause, please. For Lay's Jewels. I think the longest and loudest applause was given to, drum roll please. CloudWalker! Congratulations to all of our competitors this evening. And that concludes our fast pitch competition. I would now like to invite Autumn to come back up to the stage.
That was incredible. Congratulations. And a big thank you to all the NFTE volunteers who were recognized. We wouldn't be here without your help. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. I'd like to ask our finalists to join me here on the stage. So judges, we're all interested on your impressions. Is there any feedback you'd like to give before the results are announced?
I would just say, first of all, congratulations to all of you. The fact that you're here proves that you have great ideas and great passion. I think we discussed it a lot, that each of you show a passion for what you're doing, and the way you presented it and came across was excellent. So in my view, you're all winners. I know we have to pick a ranking here, but y'all did a really good job, and keep up the great work.
In addition to passion, it takes a lot of courage to not only think up and dream up something big, but to put it on paper and share it with the world. So congratulations on making it this far and sharing your passion with us.
This is my second year doing this. I was here last year when Autumn won the prize. This year was difficult. And we spent a lot of time just deliberating. So again, to Rob's point, I think all three of you are winners, and I wouldn't necessarily go with 1, 2, and 3. I think I think all three of you did a fantastic job at presenting your ideas, and everything was extremely well prepared. So good job, guys.
Just to echo what my colleagues have said, you are all very impressive. I remember being a high school student and I was not on this caliber, so congratulations on that, and good job tackling some really difficult but important issues.
So this is my first time, and I'm really, really impressed. And I just want the 4 of you to know, and the rest who didn't make it to this level, that you all are very special. Not all of your peers are doing and putting things together the way that you all did today. So consider this as a huge win, a huge milestone, and a huge indicator of what your future is going to be if you just keep at it, you keep going, and maybe it's not your own business one day, but an entrepreneurial mindset is required for a lot of companies that we work for. Companies want you to steward something and make it grow and create value and make a difference. So continue to take that mindset in whatever you do. I still get nervous speaking in front of people at this big age. So kudos to you guys for coming up on this stage and just doing what you all did. Like, I love this. So thank you for having me.
Thank you, judges, for your feedback. What a job. They were all incredible presentations, but we know a winner must be chosen. To read the results and close out our time together, I'd like to welcome to the stage NFTE's President and CEO, Dr. J.D. LaRock.
Thank you. Hey, let's give it up one more time for Autumn, all right? What a great job you did. Congratulations. And how about a round of applause for our judges? They did have a tough job tonight. Thank you all so very much. You know, I'm not going to keep you in suspense for too long, but just allow me to make a couple of comments, if I may. I just want to point out, we have 7 of these regional competitions across the U.S., and we do work globally as well. Each region has something special to it. What makes the Midwest region special is what has been celebrated here tonight. I remember a conversation I had with Mike Jortberg. There you are. Mike said to me, we met up in New York. He happened to be there, and I was there as well. And he wanted to have a conversation with me. I said, sure. And he said, what else can I do? What more can I do, JD? That's the only thing that he wanted to talk to me about. And you all heard tonight all of the things that he already does. And I just wanted to lift that up, because whether you are a volunteer or one of our team members or one of our educators or one of our corporate supporters, all of you have asked that question, what more can I do for these nifty learners? And I want to thank you for approaching our organization and this work with that spirit. Now, at each of these regional competitions, I like to think about what has brought, what are the themes that rise up for me as I'm listening to these pitches. And 2 words kept coming to my mind as I was listening to these pitches. Number 1, disruption. So sometimes we get business ideas that are a brand new type of product, something that the world has never seen before. Or we get an idea about an innovative, imagined future product. But in all 3 cases tonight, you'd heard pitches that in many ways were disruptions and additions to existing industries. So Ivan and Malachi, disrupting the sweetener industry. I mean, not so much to put, your company out of business, but yeah, there you go. I mean, but ingredient aside, you're a disruptor in the space. Kiara, you are a disruptor in the space, calling attention to the wastefulness of the apparel industry and wanting to do something better as a result in an innovative way. And Lacey, calling attention to the problems you see all around you within your school district with your peers, and instead of just complaining about it, providing a solution. Innovation and progress happens because of disruptors like you. That was the first thing that I heard. The second thing that I heard as a through line through all of your business ideas was a deep sense of caring. I mean, again, Ivan and Malachi, how did you start your pitch? You talked about people with diabetes, people you know with diabetes, and wanting to help them. Kiara, same thing. Not only helping the planet, but the element of your business that works with kids to help them develop the skills that you've developed. And Lacey, same thing, obviously coming from a great sense of caring, wanting to see, you obviously are a very good student, but you want to see everyone around you do well. And I saw that same sense of caring, by the way, through the business ideas that we just heard in the fast pitches from Noah and Tobias and Layla as well. So before I announce the winners, I just want to make it clear to all of you up here and to all of you out here that all 6 of the businesses that you've seen on the stage tonight, all 6, your 3 businesses and the 3 businesses of the fast pitches, you're all going to New York. You are all going to New York to be one of the top 48 competitors. And I should say that regardless of how you place tonight, in October, it's a clean slate. It's a fresh page. We turn the page, anybody can win, and let me tell you, I've been leading this organization for 4 years now. Anybody can win. So we look forward to seeing you in the fall. But it is time to announce tonight's winners, and so I'll start with third place, receiving an award of $500 and going to the national competition is Lacey with Study Lair. This is for you. Our second place winners receiving an award of $1,000 are Malachi and Ivan with Noki. Congratulations, guys. And, you know, I guess we know what this means. Our winner for the evening receiving an award of $1,500 and continuing on to the national competition is Kiara Merrill from the St. Louis Science Center with Kia Couture. Congratulations. Here's your plaque. Congratulations. Congratulations to you all, and once again, it will be my great pleasure to welcome you warmly and our Fast Pitch winners warmly in New York this fall. That concludes our ceremonies for the evening. Please stick around, enjoy the cookies on the way out the door, and thank you once again for all you do for Nifty. Good night, everybody.